Good evening. On this Anzac Day, Australians around the world have gathered to honour the fallen. We begin our coverage at home, where 7,000 ex-servicemen and women march proudly through the city after attending dawn services.
A lone bugler symbolises courage and sacrifice. A reminder of those men and women who gallantly went to war and those who never returned.
At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them.
Rain held off for the dawn service on North Terrace. More than 5,000 looked on as wreaths were laid and comrades remembered.
When dawn breaks, that's mostly one of the worst times for soldiers because that's when action used to happen, so it's a time you reflect on your past mates.
It's awful to think of how many people died during the various wars. That's good people too.
We need to remember our roots and our culture as well and pay respects to the people who gave their lives for our country.
Just to make sure that for the future there's always that memory of the things that were done in the past and the sacrifices that people made.
Organisers say the dawn service isn't just about paying tribute to those fallen soldiers of the past, but also about remembering those several thousand still serving the country today. This year, men and women who served in the Iraq War led the Anzac Day March. For Army family Alex and Linda Mole and their son Aaron, it was one to remember. The first time they've all marched together after Linda's recent return from serving in East Timor.
As I only got home on Friday night, it was a really proud moment today. I think I smiled the whole way.
But it was hard keeping pace for our oldest veteran, Roger Cundell, who's had 2 knee reconstructions.
How are you feeling? Very good.
A game of 2-up helped some unwind after the march, while others preferred a cold beer and a chat with old mates. Maria Jovanovic, 7 News.
Melbourne's Anzac Day parade became a scene of horror when an out-of-control army truck ploughed into a group of elderly ex-servicemen as they marched. 8 veterans were taken to hospital, 2 suffered critical injuries.
A perfect parade was drawing to a close. Nobody expected what happened next.
I got 10 people at least and couldn't do nothing about it.
A restored military troop carrier following marchers violently lurched forward.
It revved and he just ploughed through and they went down like 9 pins.
One bloke was being dragged underneath.
I think the accelerator got stuck.
Shocked television commentators watched the horror unfold.
Quite a number of people have been taken away from the area. At this stage, we have no idea exactly what has happened.
Are there any doctors or nurses?
The frantic cries went out as bystanders and emergency workers scrambled to help. 7 marchers were taken to hospital, 2 in a critical condition. They were all members of the Ceylon Ex-Servicemen's Association. The distraught 64-year-old driver was also taken to hospital for observation, along with a 90-year-old passenger.
Man is out on the roof and saying, well, what have I done?
He got out and he looked back horrified and then just went and sat down and people have been helping him ever since.
The vehicle will be tested for mechanical faults. Sophie Hull, 7 News.